Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Newsroom. I'm your host, Khalid. Today is the 12th of October 2022, and these are the stories that we'll be discussing during the course of the show. We will begin with the importance of CICA, where our Prime Minister, Mr. Shehbaz Sharif, along with the delegation, is there. He's there in Astana in Kazakhstan to attend the 6th summit of the Conference on Interaction and Confidence Building Measures in Asia. This is what CICA stands for, in fact. In the whole geopolitical, geoeconomics, geostrategic scenario of Central Asian region, it is pertinent that countries such as Pakistan and other Central Asian countries connect to resolve all their differences and to work together as one for regional stability. This is one of the aims of CICA, and of course our Prime Minister is going to address a plenary meeting of the forum that is going to happen tomorrow. It's a two-day moot. It has already begun today, and our Prime Minister has also met with, of course, Aliyev, the Azerbaijan president, on the sidelines of this summit. Our Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif Saab, who is there to attend the 6th summit of CICA, and the importance of regional cooperation. More in the following report.
The 6th Conference on Interaction and Confidence Building Measures in Asia, CICA Summit, is taking place in Astana, the capital of Kazakhstan, and the leaders of a dozen member states are attending this multilateral platform. As the Intergovernmental Forum, which currently has 27 members stretching from doorsteps of Europe through the Middle East and across Asia, gathers and marks the 30th anniversary, there's renewed conflict and challenges across Eurasia. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has reached Astana to attend the 6th Summit of Conference on Interaction and Confidence Building Measures in Asia, CICA. Pakistan will translate this opportunity to further intra-regional socio-economic cooperation. Underlining the importance of intra-regional cooperation, the Prime Minister stated that this forum is capable of shaping new configurations of economic cooperation and security in Asia through greater connectivity. The Prime Minister pointed out that the world faces prospect of recession fueled by increase in energy and food prices, so there is a greater need to promote engagement and understanding to form win-win partnerships. As the CICA gathering kicks off on the 12th of October, it's the flurry of side events and meetings that will be critical to watch. At the present moment, Eurasia certainly needs effective confidence-building measures, and CICA can contribute as an intra-regional platform.
Now let's talk a little bit about CICA, what CICA stands for, the importance of this forum. This is the 6th summit of CICA, which means that there have been 5 different moots before, where the countries from the Central Asian states, as well as Pakistan, as well as other important countries like China, like Russia, have taken part and have evolved a strategy to move forward as far as regional cooperation and collaboration is concerned. CICA is an interesting and important forum for the regional countries, and in the current context of different issues that plague the Central Asian countries or plague this region, it's important and interesting to note that all of these countries get together to work towards a common goal, and that is prosperity. There are 5 different important confidence building measures under 5 broad domains: economically, environmentally, human dimension, new challenges and threats, and military political dimension. I've been joined in the studios by Khalid Taimur Akram Sahab. He's the Executive Director of PRC-CSF. Thank you very much, sir, to have joined us. We just talked to Azim Iftikhar Sahab, who gave us a broad outline of what CICA represents and what Pakistan expects to contribute as far as CICA is concerned. When you look at the 5 dimensions of CICA that include economic, environmental, human dimension, new challenges and threats, and military political dimension, which is the most important in your point of view in the current scenario?
Thank you very much. First of all, I would say that the Conference on Interaction and Confidence Building Measure in Asia, CICA, was established in 1992. That was the time when this Soviet Union had just disintegrated, and these Central Asian countries were in the novice stage. So at that time, this was established by the first president of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev. What he then had in his mind was to integrate the Central Asian countries with the other Asian countries. These objectives were set by him and the member states at that time. CICA right now is one of the biggest regional cooperation platform in which we have 27 countries of Asia. So right now, I think the security and the climate change, these two are the most relevant. And of course, with climate change, food security and human security comes, it is embedded with
Of course.
climate change. But right now, the focus of this meeting will be basically on the security, counter-terrorism, security, and of course, the climate change. For Pakistan, climate change is one of the big problems. United Nations has already recognized this thing. Our Prime Minister has been, I would literally say, he has been going pillar to post to basically project this thing, that the kind of devastating losses which we have been facing. So I feel that whatever presently going on in between Russia and Ukraine, diplomatic efforts are in way for some way out. So this CICA conference will act as a catalyst for basically three things. One, to create awareness on the climate change. Two, to form an integrated policy on the security issues of the Asian region, because we have just recently seen that the Shanghai Cooperation Organization met in Samarkand. They also talked on the same issues. But since this is a broader forum in which we have observer members and 27 permanent members, so they will take a holistic approach and holistic view of whatever is happening. I must commend over here our Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, that who has made it a point and he has gone over there. We have seen in last couple of months Pakistan's foreign ministry and especially Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister, they have been playing a very active role in the regional political scenario. Prime Minister had gone to SCO summit in Samarkand, and in 2 days he had meeting with almost 11 head of the states, bilateral meetings over there also. And now he's there in Astana in 1 month. This is the his second visit in last 2 months and to the regional countries. So Pakistan's acceptability in the region, Pakistan's regional connectivity is increasing day by day. Pakistan is proving to become a major player in the region, which we saw this thing a bit absent since last 30 years.
Pakistan is becoming a major player, but also Pakistan is devastated by effects of climate change, of which Pakistan is not the responsible. Do you feel the countries that form CICA could help Pakistan or could strengthen Pakistan in more ways than one?
Yes. As previously I have been talking on various platforms that for the climate change, we do not have any particular regional platform. Although climate change was talked in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, but again, Shanghai Cooperation Organization has very less countries of Asian region. It's a little bit new organization than CICA. So CICA this year is celebrating its 30th anniversary, and CICA consists of almost everybody in the Asia. So yes, if CICA countries decide to formulate one climate change policy for the Asian region, I think that will be a success for the CICA. Secondly, we must know this thing that climate change policy cannot be implemented in isolation for any one country. It has to be a holistic on the regional basis, because whatever is happening in Afghanistan and India and Central Asia, their climate change policy has to be in sync with our policy. Our policy has to be in sync with the other regional countries' climate change policy. So in this CICA summit, yes, climate change is on the top of the agenda, and yes, the world has seen what Pakistan has faced, and I'm sure that our Prime Minister will put across Pakistan's point of view and will be able to secure the support of all the CICA countries in this regard.
Khalid Sahab, also when you look at the whole situation, and of course climate change is one of the major effects and the conflicts that are present in the region, but the whole effect of all these is on the economy. That is also what our Prime Minister emphasized in one of his tweets, in fact in both of his tweets that he posted when he was on his way to Astana. And he talks about increase in energy and food prices, food security, and win-win partnerships through engagement and understanding at CICA. Food insecurity, energy prices are something that the whole world is reeling against or will be in the coming months. Do you feel a collective strategy could be evolved? Do you feel that something could be done to help the people of the region?
Yes, as we know that Asia, the Asian region is the most populated region in the world, and as per the UN statistics, it holds almost 1/3 population of the world lives in the Asian continent. And at the same time, this region has lots of mineral resources, it has lot of energy resources, but they are not synergized, they are not in sync with each other. A lot of Asian countries are producing oil, gas, and other natural, they're rich with natural resources. But this is the time that we must sit with all the countries and we must make a sync policy whereby we should be using these natural resources for the betterment of our own people.
True, that is true. Khalid Sahab, also there are conflicts in the region. Do you feel forums like CICA could be transformed into an invaluable center where the objectives of regional stability could be achieved?
Yes, unfortunately these regional platforms are for dealing with the connectivity and other things. They were never meant to sort out the bilateral conflicts between various countries. But yes, the CICA country members can guide the countries which are at war presently. We know that in this region right now there's a problem going on between Azerbaijan and Armenia, although Azerbaijan got their land back 2 years back, but still due to various issues, the problem still persists. At the same time, we find also Russia and Ukraine in full-fledged war. So over here, CICA countries, the member countries can, yes, they can act as a go-between between these things. But again, I would say that these multilateral platforms, they in their agenda, sorting out the bilateral issue is not there.
All right, 30 years of CICA. You said 1992 is the year that CICA began or was or originated. Do you feel that this forum has, in these 30 years, has been able to adhere to or to conform to the ideals and principles on the basis of which it was formed?
Yes, CICA has been playing a very active role in the region in last 30 years. Pakistan, we attended the first CICA summit also, which was held in 2002. And Pakistan had been playing quite an active role in this CICA thing. But again, I said that this is, as the name says, for the confidence building. This platform does not have that implication which NATO would have, which Shanghai Cooperation Organization would have. It is a platform where people sit, the countries sit, they discuss it, and they come over to a conclusion.
But you know, Khalid Sahab, confidence building is also so important. It is a basis for good and solid and proper relations between countries that might have differences. Do you feel that this could pave the way for more effective confidence building?
Yes, as I said, it is this platform provides an opportunity to the world leaders, to the leaders of the Asian countries to meet together, to talk out the issue. Like our Prime Minister today had a bilateral meeting with the President of Azerbaijan. Tomorrow he is meeting with the President of Uzbekistan and President of Kazakhstan. This is going to be his second meeting with Kazakhstan President and with the Uzbek President in last 2 months. So yes, these kinds of platforms, they certainly help the leaders of the Asian countries to get together, to talk it out, and to know each other better and to give out their country's perspective.
For Pakistan, how important is CICA to further enhance its diplomatic mechanism or its diplomatic reach?
As I told you before that unfortunately in last 30 years we have never been looking towards the east side because of probably the reasons of bad connectivity with them. In terms of the road connectivity, we did not had we could not achieve trade targets with them. But now with CPAC and with the other Belt and Road corridors, now our connectivity with the landlocked countries is increasing day by day. As we know that already the project, the railway project between Uzbekistan, Afghanistan and Pakistan is already started, and hopefully within the next 5 years this project will get complete. With the CPAC land route is already in the process of being in completion, and 3 BRI corridors, the Belt and Road 3 corridors are passing through Central Asia. So now connectivity has gone much more beyond as it was 30 years back. So having this conference right now would enhance the connectivity between these countries. And Kazakhstan is known to be at its location is known to be at the heart of the Eurasian region. Kazakhstan is the place where President Xi Jinping had announced the Belt and Road program in 2013. Why did he chose Kazakhstan for this purpose? Is because of its central location for the Eurasian connectivity. And now we have seen that again the Chinese president, his first visit in the post-COVID time, before going to Samarkand, he visited Kazakhstan, because China again thinks that Kazakhstan and its geostrategic location in the Eurasian region is very important, and Kazakhstan can play a big role in the regional connectivity. As I told you that the 3 corridors of the Belt and Road, they pass through Central Asia and then they culminate in Europe. And there's a one railway line project which is already completed. The train starts from China and it ends up somewhere in Germany. So because of these 3 corridors coupled with CPAC and the idea of the Central South Asia connectivity, it gives Pakistan the most strategic advantage, because all the Central Asian countries will be using this land route to reach to Indian Ocean through Gwadar Port and through Port Qasim and Karachi.
Thank you very much, Khalid Taimur Akram, Sub-Executive Director, PRC CSF, to have joined us, to have talked to us about the importance of CICA, the importance of Pakistan's participation in CICA, and the importance of regional collaboration and confidence building measures through platforms such as this one. Thank you very much, sir, to have joined us.